Hello, Rovers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Today, we will be exploring Abule Egba. This is a town that is situated in Lagos, Nigeria. I hope you will get to enjoy this one also. Walk with me. Abule Egba is a lively and growing neighborhood of the outskirts of Lagos State. It falls under the Alemosho local government area. The area is a major evidence by the construction of a significant flyover to ease the heavy, daily traffic passing through Abule Egba, either to the left, to the right, depending on where you're going. I intend to climb the bridge. Let me see what Abule Egba looks like from the sky. So, yeah, let us enjoy the view together. Let's go. Okay, I'm on top of the bridge now, and I must say I'm kind of impressed by what I'm looking at. I don't think I've seen or come across any overhead bridge that has this pedestrian kind of barricade on the left. I don't think I've seen one. This will be the first of its kind, and it's kind of good. At least it helps to protect the pedestrians walking on the bridge from any possible accident that might want to happen. At least this would reduce the impact a little bit. This is impressive. I like this. On my right here is the BRT bus terminal at Abule Egba. I can say this from what I'm sure every one of you can agree with me. From what you're looking at, you can say that this is beautiful. This bus terminal is clean, beautiful from afar. This is one of the beauty around Abule Egba that you can see from the sky. For me to experience this beauty, I had to climb the overhead bridge. And looking at this, I'm impressed. I don't know when it was built, so I can't really tell how relatively new it is. Probably that is what is contributing to this. As you know, in Nigeria, we lack maintenance culture. But if it has been long that it was built, this is impressive. It's still clean. The buses are still very much new. I like this. As we progress in today's adventure, I think I'll be sharing what I know about the history behind Abule Egba, how the name came to be. Don't go anywhere, keep watching, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. Like I do say, this is the only way to encourage me to do more of this. There's a popular saying that life is a moving train. We experience life every day on the fast lane. But once in a while, it's always good to reminisce, slow things down and observe. So enjoy this moment, this view of Abule Egba in a slow motion. The name Abule Egba comes from the Yoruba phrase Abule Egba. This name translates to, in quote, village of Egba people, quote unquote. They are the original settlers of the area where Egba people who migrated from, their traditional homeland in the wake of Oyo Empire collapse. If I know the historical context very well, I think the Oyo Empire, used to be a very strong pre-colonial African kingdom. Back then in the 1830s or the 19th centuries. I can't remember that part very well. When the Oyo Empire began to disintegrate, in the 19th century, this collapse led to widespread of unrest among some various Yoruba subgroups, including the Egba. The Egbas were one of the subgroups. As a result of that, unrest, the Egba people, they migrated and established settlements, which one of such settlements, becomes what we know today as Abule Egba. This road that I'm crossing to leads to Ekoro Road. If you are going to Ekoro Road, command, this is the road you pass through. So all these keke that you see parked by the roadside are actually heading towards Ekoro Road, command. If you are heading towards that side, I think I'm not too sure. Somehow this place too could lead to Meron. Yes, and the deeper inside, the deeper parts of Abule Egba. So let's go back to the historical concept of Abule Egba. So after the collapse of the Oyo Empire, there was an intense rivalry between the various, Yoruba subgroups, which I said Egba was one of them. So these subgroups, the ones I remember now, is Oyo, Ijebu, Oyo, Ekiti, and I think Ijesha. Those are the ones I remember. So this rivalry led to some kind of civil war among themselves, which led to the destruction of, several ancient towns, e.g., the Owu Kingdom. And the civil war, it led to the dispersal of several people who later became refugees, here and there, in search for a place for security, to live, to settle down. The only kind of security they could, look for back then was some kind of natural defensive frontiers, which would make enemy penetration, kind of difficult. It was in search of these defensive, frontiers that led to the formation of Abeokuta in the 1830s. For the search of farmlands and trade markets led to further inward push of migrants, leading to the founding of several towns. One of these towns is the one we know today as Abule Egba, popularly called back then as Abule Egba, which means the village of the Egba people. But as you know, like people did with the formation of Ojota, Ojuota, but today they call it Ojota. The same thing applied to this one, I guess. From Abule Egba, for easier pronunciation, and they kind of removed the awon and just remained Abule Egba, and that is how it came to stay till today. So you can enter a public transport now. You're telling conductor, I want to stop at Abule Egba. They will look at you and kind of laugh. But I guess it is much easier to say Abule Egba wow, Abule Egba wow, As I was walking around, my intention was to capture some streets on the right, capture some streets on the left of the Abule Egba overhead bridge. So while going around, I stumbled upon this road, and something grabbed my attention from afar. I saw a very big compound, and I was like, what could this place be? So I decided to move closer. Let's take a look at it. But something shocking. I experienced something shocking. Apparently, this place is called the Lagos ICT Park. Yes, that's the inscription I saw on the gate. Lagos ICT Park. Some time ago, I did a video about Computer Village, Ikeja. And for those who watched that video, or if you must have heard that the Lagos state government wants to relocate the Ikeja Computer Village to somewhere around Katangua. I'm thinking, could this be the place? Considering the name that was inscribed on the gate of this mass of a land. Could this be where Computer Village is coming to? But today, what I'm looking at here is like an extension of Katangua Market, which I've actually done a video also about. Everything I see here is all about clothes. Everyone here are selling clothes. Nothing looks like a Computer Village about this place. And I'm like, probably that is why they've not moved Computer Village away. Because here, still possibly under development. And as I walked in gradually, I must say, man, this place is not conducive. The people doing business here, I wonder how they are able to breathe. Because the whole of this place reeks of urine. Very, very smelly of urine. I was like, man, they get mine though. How are they able to live, to do business in here? But everywhere is all business. People are doing their business. Those who could withstand the odor. They are doing their business, their daily life. And it doesn't look like a gadget market, but hopefully in the future, the Lagos state government would develop this place. And because of the way, how smelly this place is, I couldn't go round. I just walked in straight, got to the end of the road, and I came out again, straight out. Unlike the time I went to Computer Village and the Super Katangua Market, I walked around inside from one place to the other to showcase what these two markets are all about. But here, man, with the smell of the urine, I couldn't endure it. I couldn't. But, all in all, in the nearest future, when the Lagos government are ready, for everyone watching this, there's a very, very 90% possibility that this is where every one of us will be coming to buy our gadgets, from laptops to computers, desktops, laptops, gadgets, your phone, being it iPhone, Techno, Android, Samsung, whatever that you are buying in Computer Village today, there's every possibility this is where you'll be coming to. Very close to the Abule Egba flyover. It is not far. Just a street on the right. I think the name of this street, is Ahmed something. Ahmed Mohammed, I'm not sure, yeah, Ahmed Mohammed Street. That is where this market will be. So prepare yourself from Ikeja to Abule Egba. As you can see straight down, you are looking at the overhead bridge. That was the overhead bridge I climbed a while ago. So you can see that this street that leads to the Lagos City Park is very much opposite the flyover. So it's not far. It's just exactly at Abule Egba. I hope you are following to actually, observe the distance between the proposed computer village and Abule Egba under bridge. So walk with me. This is the bridge I was talking about. So you will see that it is trackable. It is not far at all. If you are a Legady's Benz rider like me. When you get to Abule Egba roundabout, you could easily just cross, take a walk down to Ahmed Mohammed Street till you get to the proposed market. It's not far. It is a trackable distance. Before this bridge was built, for those coming from every corner, the distance of the traffic could go as far as 5 kilometers, because of the gridlock, because people were coming from right, left, front and back of this bridge. And as such, the government had to think of what to do, and they built this overhead bridge, which has been very, very helpful. Very, very helpful. If you watched the Ojudubega video, I said in that video that it was built by that Ojudubega, was renovated, the pedestrian, the area surrounding the Bega pedestrian bridge, that it was built and modified by the Akinwumi Ambode administration. And because of that, I kind of considered him one of the best governors in Lagos State. Not just because of the infrastructure, but because he valued the politics and just did what was right. Bega, it was abandoned because of, it was said that the most people that would enjoy that, the remodification of that area would be those living in Ogun State. The same thing was said about Abule Egba because it was close to Ogun State. But Akinwumi Ambode neglected all of that, and he also built this one in a span of less than a year. You know, the construction was approved around 2015. It started around 2016, and they commissioned around May 2017. You can imagine. He didn't think of the politics surrounding Lagos State and Ogun State as it was abandoned back then. You know, and back when they wanted to commission this bridge, they named it Jubilee Bridge. You know, to celebrate Lagos at 50th anniversary. Isn't that beautiful? Huh? If you find yourself around Abule Egba and you wish to buy something in a shopping mall, this is one here, just right. If you find yourself and you wish to buy anything, yeah, you could walk in, buy for yourself and family, spend the money. Nigeria is expensive now, so spend wisely. Yeah? If you find yourself around Abule Egba, you see this street here, or should I call it this road, Social Club Road, and you want to enjoy life on a low key. You don't want to spend too much by going to a very, very big and fancy restaurant or a 5-star kind of setting. Come to this road in the night time. Like the name signifies, social club. You enjoy your social life when you come to this road. I think yes, on the end of this road, you will see some very, very wonderful, soft bar on the left and right. If you come in the evening, anything from 4 p.m., then you're going to enjoy yourself. Just make sure you have your money so you don't wash plates. Forgive my jokes, huh? But realistically, that is what this street is known for. Enjoyment on a low key. Ranging from, barbecue, drinks, smoked fish, chicken, name it, catfish, pepper soup, name it. You see all these restaurants on the left and right of this particular spot I'm at. Yes. Come there anything from 4 p.m. You'll get the best of your life. Social Club Road at Abule Egba. At this right turn now, I believe I'm heading back to the Abule Egba bridge. That side of the Abule Egba bridge is called Oba bus stop. I think I'm right. Oba bus stop. So this road here, Santos Avenue, leads to Oba bus stop. So today's adventure is about to come to an end. If you took your time to watch the whole of this video, I thank you. I thank you specially. Thank you very much for dedicating your time, your data to follow me through this adventure today. Like I do say, if there's any suggestion you have for me, let me know in the comment section. I'm still willing to learn. I'm a starter. Hopefully one day I get to go far and beyond Lagos State, far and beyond Nigeria. Who can tell? The world is big for every one of us to rove. Yes. So if you can, please do. Getting to move around, walk around is part of the adventures of life, the thrills. No new places. And as you go around, if you can, record yourself. That is one of the best ways to create some memorable moments for you. Thank you once again. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. hopefully very soon.